Hello, this is Jennifer with Ultimate Closet. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the content. So I have a most recent video that I posted with what I am currently wearing. And I actually wore this out. I wore it to church and I was very comfortable in it. So if you watch the video, you will see how I put it together. Um, in the recent video that I posted before this one here, I have on a white skirt with it, and I did put this brooch on here, but this fell apart today. And so I decided to, put this necklace on just to jazz it up a little bit because I did wear this accessory piece, jewelry piece as well. And I did wear these yellow earrings. So today I decided to wear some yellow capri pants instead of the white skirt. And, just to show you a different look. So in that video, like I said, you will see the white skirt. Today I'm wearing these. And like I showed you, in the previous video, I kind of folded this because this is the waist of the skirt. So I folded it and put a pin there. Actually, it would be nice to have a brooch. I just thought that was cute with the brooch. But like I said, that fell apart. All right. So yeah, this is one of the outfit. So what I'm going to, just wanted to show you the outfit that I wore today, that I made use of, that styling that I did in that video. Okay. So what I'm going to show you today are two other outfits, skirts that I use and transform them into dresses. So I'm going to show you those. For some of us who like to cover our arms, or if you're going to church and don't want to expose your shoulder area, arms, armpits, stuff like that. That's me, and that's why I wore this one today to church, because I thought it was more conservative. And so I am going to show you for cover-ups that I would choose, to cover up the shoulder area. So I'll show you the two other pieces without the cover-up, and then I'll show you with the cover-up. So in the previous video, I showed how, I would put yellow with the white, and my jewelry pieces would be gold. So I use gold, and then I do have a yellow cardigan. So let's see what this looks like. You will see the video where I showed 3 different outfits, and this is one of them. And the one that I just took off with that blue top is one of them also. So it just shows how I use the skirt and style it as a dress. And if it's like a chilly evening, or you're going in somewhere where there is AC and you're feeling a little bit of a chill, I would dress it this way. Or if I'm going to church and covering my arms, so you kind of have that look like this, and it looks diagonal, not like a straight neck, V-neck or something like that. So yeah, I think this is a good way to dress this up additionally. Okay, so just picture this with different colors. I did also mention this color shoe. All right, so I am going to change this off and see what it looks like with the pink. All right, and this is without any belt. Okay, now see that? That's the skirt. I didn't do any alteration to it, you know, so I can go back to wearing it as a skirt. But right now, it's being worn as a dress. All right, so we've got the pink. All right, we're gonna change the earring. And these are just my go-to pieces when I am styling or doing a styling video. So you'll probably see the same jewelry pieces over and over and over. It's pretty much, you know, like I said, for styling. All right, so I have these in. What I'm going to dress that up with, so I've got these pieces here. That's what the necklace look like. All right, so I've got those shoes on that I showed with the it has a kind of animal print in the back, and I've had these shoes for such a long time, so they are holding up. They are Betsey Johnson. All right, so this is what the white looks like with the pink. And I was thinking of black and white, and you know, black and white is just the norm, you know, so I just wanted to switch it up a little bit. And these are nice colors also for the spring and summertime coming up, you know, because even during the summertime, you know, depending on where you're going, like I said, if you have the AC on, you may feel a little chill. So these are just some good little you know, not so heavy jacket pieces that you can take with you. All right, guys, so let's see what we have next. What about white on white? So let's do this little short top. I did have this on in the last video. And so if you were to wear like a full white, you know, go into a full white affair, that's, you know, more conservative, this would be nice. A little throw over. With, you know, the splash of colors. The necklace, the shoes. The shoes is pink, by the way. Okay. Another color that I was thinking of is yellow, black, and white. So just picture that yellow bolero or cardigan piece that I had on, and some black shoes or white shoes. You know, I think that would be cute. This is the next outfit, and I'm gonna change. The last video I had some gold sandals on, what I had on with the white outfit just now. I'm gonna change it to these. And these may be the shoes of choice for that my nephew's wedding I was talking about in the last video also. So instead of wearing those gold sandal type shoes, I'm gonna be wearing these. All right, and under this outfit, I do have a black tube top on with a black skirt. So I'm going to choose to wear these jewelry pieces. Same thing here. These are my go-to jewelry pieces. And of all three pieces, you know, that I've styled with the skirts, I think this one is my favorite. Drop it in the comments, please. Let me know which one is yours. All right, so I have this on. Okay, and I did have this on in the last video with this outfit. I am loving this. And then I'll just put on these. All right, so I've got two tops. I'm not sure which one is going to work. That's for the cover up. So I have this one. This one is more like a shrug. It's a little bit bright, but for a cover up, let's see. It more matches the color of the shoes, but I believe that will work. Let me know what you think, if it complements the outfit or not. But this will definitely be going to Jamaica, whether I wear the shrug or not. All right, so I've got this, and I've got this lace beige top. All right, let me know what you guys think. I'm thinking it matches well with the jewelry pieces, you know, like the bead. And it kind of reminds me, like, this part here and the what do you call this, like the flowy sleeve or whatever. It reminds me of a hippie look with the necklace and all that. But you know, it works. But yeah, those are just some ideas of cover-ups for the outfits that I styled on the last video. And I just thought about it, you know, like, what if it gets windy? What if it gets chilly? What am I going to put on? And so this kind of helps me to you know, see what they look like. You know, even while I'm doing the video, I'm seeing what they look like, if they work, if they make sense, if they look good, if they're stylish, if I'm comfortable in it, all that good stuff. So I think I'm gonna take this with this and this, and I'll also take the I'll take the white one, because the white one, I'm not gonna wear that to the wedding, but I can at least wear it out somewhere. And I'll probably take, I'll have to do a toss up between you know, the pink or the yellow, but either way, I might even wear it just, you know, by itself. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope this video was entertaining and helpful. I hope you liked the outfits, and let me know if, you know, in the comments, you know, maybe later on, if you tried any of, you know, what I did. Okay, you know, like using another piece of garment in your closet to style it differently, or to use it, you know, optionally. All right, so thank you for watching, and you guys, sorry, will see me on the next video. Bye. Looking forward to your comments.